The news of President Biden's withdrawal is shaking up an already chaotic election season. The big question now, what's next, or who is next? Because Kamala Harris, at least right now, is not a for sure thing. Our team coverage continues with Queen City News reporter Caroline Boyer. She breaks down the names we might see on the ballot.
President Joe Biden is endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris as the next Democratic nominee. This gives her a leg up, but doesn't guarantee a nomination. If the last few weeks have taught us anything, it's that things can change very quickly.
And the delegates at that convention are the most important people right now in American electoral politics. Those are the ones who ultimately are going to get to decide who the Democratic nominee for president is going to be.
It's something we've rarely ever seen before in modern American politics, an incumbent president not seeking re-election. The news comes 1 week after an assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump and 4 months before a pivotal election.
What's going to happen now is this battle to see who's the candidate, and also then who is that candidate's vice presidential candidate.
The Democratic women of Mecklenburg County are ready to endorse Vice President Kamala Harris as the pick.
I understand that we're sort of in uncharted waters with this, but Kamala Harris has done a fantastic job as vice president, and she has Joe Biden's endorsement. That is who we need to get behind.
So it's a little bit easier pill to swallow, I think, for a lot of Democrats to say, hey, I already voted for, this person on a ticket. There's obviously also the piece that she is the vice presidential candidate. So people assume if the president gets incapacitated, she's the one who would take over.
Political science professor Chris Cooper from Western Carolina University says some other names that could come up either as presidential or vice presidential candidates: California Governor Gavin Newsom, U.S. Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg, and possibly North Carolina's own Governor Roy Cooper, to name a few.
If they are able to coalesce soon around a candidate, my guess is they'll get some massive fundraising bumps.
As for the Republican Party, Biden's announcement changes things for it, too. The state's GOP chairman put out a statement saying, in part, the Democratic Party has benched Joe Biden solely to keep political power. He went on to say, as we saw at the RNC, President Trump and Senator J.D. Vance led a united Republican Party that will deliver for the American people once elected on November 5th. For that to happen, Cooper says Republicans will need a new strategy.
Donald Trump has been running against Joe Biden. He knows how to run against Joe Biden. He knows the cases to make to run against Joe Biden. Certainly, they have to be thinking through, how do we run against all these other possibilities?
Cooper says delegates could wait until the Democratic National Convention in August to rally around a candidate. His best guess is they will make their endorsements before then.